We are live. So excited to have our student Heather here today. Heather is a nurse up in Canada and she has created a really incredible program for hospitals helping nurses overcome burnout. So, really excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us, Heather.
Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, we'd love to hear more about you. Can you tell us about your background and the type of coaching that you're doing?
Sure. Well, I guess my background, I started out in nursing, working in neurology and neurosurgery, and I worked quite a long time in mental health, and I did some community work as well. But a lot of time I spent in hospitals working in health and safety and in private companies as well, doing health, safety, and wellness. So that's my nursing background. Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. And we'd love to hear, when you first came to us and started our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, where were you at and where did you want to go?
Well, I had brought a program, a wellness program with coaching in the wellness services in an insurance company. But I left there a few years ago, and it was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to continue my coaching journey. So I had taken some education to get a certificate from a university in coaching, but I was really struggling with how to market myself, how to sell myself. That was really the big issue for me. And also having the confidence to do it, because when you're a nurse, you don't learn about how to be an entrepreneur, and it's not a natural state because we work in systems. And so it's hard, that creativity that might be inside you, you really have to, that has to be teased out of you. And so I think that's why this program's so great for nurses who want to be entrepreneurs.
I love that. Incredible. Well, thank you for sharing your background. I love that you've grown so much. And it's been so cool to watch your progress. And I'm really proud of everything that you're doing. So we'd love to hear like what specifically you've accomplished so far during your time in the academy.
Well, the big thing for me, I think, is just settling on a niche, because health coaching is huge, and there's so many different things that you can coach on for health. But I really wanted to utilize my background in health and safety and disability management, and I'd worked with nurses and for other healthcare people for years, trying to get them back to work and try to assist them with an injury or an infectious disease exposure in health and in the workplace. So this was a little different for me, because during my time in the hospitals and other companies, I realized that there's so much missing for people in terms of, there's a lot of mental health programs out there, but none of them really address burnout specifically for healthcare workers. And I really felt like that was a gap. And so I developed a program called Nurse Interrupted, which really addresses the major issues that cause burnout in workplaces, in healthcare workplaces. So it's been an amazing ride, just doing all the research and running the program and getting it onto a platform, and and also a way that nurses could quickly read it. So I put it on a platform, they're accessing it on their phones, and it's in bullet point, and they love it. And I'm just completing a pilot project at a hospital in Northern Ontario, and it's been so exciting because the nurses are really seeing the benefit of working through the different modules, and they're doing great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so incredible what you've built and what you've been able to put together, really changing lives, helping these nurses overcome burnout. And I know you're like the first person who was taking this program to a hospital in Canada. Is that right?
I think so. I haven't been able to find anybody else out there. If there's somebody else out there, I'd love to meet them, but I think that, they're doing coaching maybe in a slightly different way, or they talk about it as nurse fatigue, but they
Okay.
don't put it through health and safety. And I haven't seen anyone do it the same way that I'm proposing we do it.
Yeah, it's incredible to see what you've built and what you're doing. I love it so much. We'd love to hear about what has been your favorite part in the academy so far. What are you enjoying?
I think my favorite part is being part of a tribe where people, it doesn't matter backgrounds, because you guys are in the States and I'm in Canada, and we all know the political environment right now and things are going on, but I've always felt very welcomed, and we just really hold each other up. It doesn't matter what stage you are in life or what age you are. You could be early career, middle career, late career. Everybody just sort of gets together, and you learn from each other, and the experience everyone brings, you can sort of launch off of that as well, or use that yourself personally if that's what you need to do. And it's been just wonderful being a part of that world.
Yeah, I love it. Everyone is just incredible inside of the academy. So much support and love and
Yes.
just lifting each other up. So I love that you felt that as well and that you're enjoying it so much. I know we enjoy having you as well with like your encouragement, your positivity, everything that you bring to the table too for all of the members in there. So it's just so cool to see, when nurses come together, how many amazing things that we can do and how we can support each other. And we'd love to hear how you feel now compared to before we started working together.
Well, it's like night and day. I think just my own personal growth, and my confidence level has skyrocketed, and getting the pilot project up in one hospital was just such a key thing, because it's difficult to break into that world. There's a lot of other things that people can, utilize, other wellness, programs and EAPs and things like that. But, this was very unique and different. And so that was a hard thing to break into. And so just getting my confidence level up, and my motivation, and, keeping strong and positive all the time. I mean, that's what the academy really helped me do.
I love that. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, motivation, momentum, just staying strong and positive throughout it all. And it's just incredible to see how you've been able to bring this program into a hospital because that's no easy feat. So, very awesome to see what you've accomplished. And we'd love to hear more about your program. Can you tell us about what you help nurses with?
Well, there's 9 modules in the program, and so I guess what I can tell you about is, what the nurses are telling me. I mean, there's really good content, and uh, it's in a way that makes it easy to read. Like I said, they can gain access on their phones through the OneNote app, and there's all kinds of reflections people can do. It's really designed for you to connect with yourself, because so many nurses provide care to other people, and they don't always make themselves a priority. And so we know that burnout is huge in healthcare, and there's so many nurses that have experienced burnout. If they're not burned out, they're on their way to burnout. So one of the things that I'm hearing from them is, the reconnecting with who they are, and putting boundaries in place, and making themselves a priority, and setting goals and sticking to them, and just overcoming the barriers to their own lives, the things that hold them back from, having joy and more energy. So I think that's what this program is really for.
I love that. So transformative, really helping them to finally take care of themselves and prioritize their own care and well-being. That's incredible.
Well, the other thing that I'm hearing too is, because there's group sessions, they're now starting to, see what's that maybe other people are experiencing the same thing. So they're joining forces and helping each other. And they're also, that's sort of flowing out to maybe the other nurses in the organization. So they're sort of walking them through on micro breaks, and what to do to have better boundaries, and making sure that they take their breaks. And so it's just phenomenal what I'm seeing. And it's just really, really satisfying, because I was working in health and safety for so long, and I see that this is a strength coming out of the nursing groups, and it's fabulous to see. It's really rewarding.
Oh, that's incredible. So fulfilling, so rewarding
Yeah.
to see that ripple effect of the nurses empowering each other and helping each other. That's so awesome. I love it. Very cool. We'd love to hear what you love most about coaching.
I think what I like most about coaching is that you don't have to be you're not an authority figure. Like when you're a nurse or a nurse manager and you're in a hospital, there is still a hierarchy. And so that doesn't exist in coaching. You're working for the employee, or you're working for the nurse or the healthcare worker. You're alongside them. So, that's where, you're empowering them, and you're encouraging them, and you're making sure that they know how wonderful they are, and how strong they are. And, that's really rewarding for me, because it's just like you're really like a really good friend, but not a good friend. That's what you're sort of like. And
Yeah.
so it's a whole different vibe for me. And I really enjoy that quite a bit, just seeing their progress and seeing how exciting they are, and how they move forward. it's just, I say it's really not like a job. It's like a passion for me. It's wonderful.
Oh, that's so incredible. Yeah, such a passion and giving you so much reward, which is amazing. And that's what I love about coaching as well. So amazing. We'd love to hear where you see yourself and your business going from here. What is your vision for the future?
Well, I'm hoping right now I'm working on trying to recruit some other hospitals on board so I can continue with the pilot projects, because it's the nurses themselves or the people involved in the program that help me make it better. So eventually it will be in maybe in a different place than it is now. But so that's really my goal right now, is to continue with the pilot projects and in the different hospitals, and seeing how many nurses and other healthcare workers I can get involved. So that'll just continue to strengthen themselves and the group and the hospitals and the system itself. I know it's a big goal, but
I love
I've
it.
seen what happens. I see it can happen. And so I know it can happen in other places as well.
Absolutely. I believe that too. I know without a doubt that you can spread to even more hospitals. And when nurses are happier and taking care of themselves, patient care is better. So it's incredible the
Absolutely.
ripple effect that you're having on hundreds, thousands of people with the coaching that you do. Congratulations on all of your success
Thank
and
you.
everything you're doing, Heather. I'm so happy for you and so proud of you for the work that you're doing, the progress that you're making. We absolutely love you and love having you in our academy. And we'd love to hear, where can people reach out to you and get in touch with you?
Well, I have a website called it's info at standbyu healthcoaching.com. And I also have a Instagram page, Burnout Coach for Nursing. And I think those are that's the two places that people could reach out to me.
Amazing. Okay, perfect. And do you have a Facebook community?
I do. I do have a Facebook community. I can't remember what it's called right now. Um,
Okay, no problem.
I haven't really used it that much because I've been so involved in, help assisting in the hospital. I have sort of
Right.
not been paying attention to that Facebook group very much.
It's all good. That's incredible that you are growing so much in your marketing too, because I know when you first came to us, you really didn't know how or what to post on social media or how to put your messaging out there. And that's another huge win that you've had, that you're doing very well and just growing so much in, and you're just coming across as so confident and powerful, like beautiful written posts. And so cool to see how you've been able to put your program together and take it to a hospital and now spreading to even more people and just creating such a phenomenal ripple effect for healthcare professionals that,
Thank you.
reaches patients. So congratulations on everything, Heather. So happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you for being here. We'll take care. Have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Okay, you too.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks again. Bye.
Uh-huh.